Oh, it's good, YouTube. We're here with Tom Rose, two-time YCS champion, UK national champion, commentator for Premier Yu-Gi-Oh events as well. So yeah, how you doing, Tom?
Oh, I'm really good. It's been cool coming out for a regional. I'm really excited to be back playing card games like face to face. I didn't really get into the online scene, so there's loads of remote duel stuff and some tournaments on Dueling Book, but it wasn't the same. So now that it's back, proper face-to-face regionals, I'm really hyped for it, and I'm so excited for if Utrecht can actually happen.
Yeah, praying it doesn't get cancelled.
Yeah. If it's on, that'll just be beautiful. Getting properly back into it.
For sure, yeah. I mean, like it's good to be back. It's good to see you as well. Like you've been like one of my rivals. Like for the longest time. I think we met in like 2016 at some regionals and stuff.
Yeah, well, that was the release of Breaker of Shadows down in Portsmouth.
And you were playing
Cosmo.
No, I was playing Hero Artifact, and you were playing your like 60 card pendulum deck with Doriedo, where you were stacking Droll and Droll and Maxi.
And then you draw it with Lizard Drug and Tartar.
And you topped that event as well. I went like 4-0 and then lost 3. It was tragic.
Oh, no.
But anyways,
you only lost that day.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh wow. But yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, so I want to ask you about the current format. So what are your thoughts about the current format right now?
It's kind of hard to say. I don't know if I'm just super excited about it because I haven't been able to play for ages. There are certainly things in the format that I think it would be better without, but the game's changed so much, even just in the last couple of years since we were playing loads beforehand. So I don't know if it's the game's changing or if this is maybe a format that's struggling over some really oppressive combos turn one.
Okay, all right. Let's hear your we're in Christmas season right now. You're wearing like a nice sort of festive jumper. We got like the whole stockings in the background and everything. So give us your ban list wish list.
Okay, so I don't know what the hit is to Lyrilisk, but something in that deck needs to change to limit the ceiling of what it can do turn one. Like there are loads of hits that you could do that would affect the consistency, loads of things that
would
can get limited.
Would you say Recital to 1 to be fair? Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, Recital to 1 would make a big difference because you wouldn't have the easy access to Draco with the 2 searches, but you can always summon a different rank 1 and still make the Draco. It just costs that second search. So limit Recital would certainly be the only way that I can think of without banning anything to hit the total payoff of that. Or even something really like a bit more obscure. If you ban Shuraig, which would suck for Tri-Brigade, but it would mean that the turn 1 combos that you go for in the Lyrilisk deck wouldn't have as many ways to search kit and guarantee the Oath Engrave, because with the crazy turn 1 boards we're seeing at the moment, lots of people are forced to go for things like Droplets or Dark Ruler, and when you're playing through Tri-Brigade Oath as well, it's just not enough. So if you could, even just banning something like, if you banned Oath, suddenly...
I don't think banning Oath, because a lot of players are opting to drop Oath. I think Recital was probably the best hit, to be honest.
I agree with you that Recital is probably the best hit. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a selection of things getting limited instead. But yeah, I'm not sure that just banning Recital is enough. Maybe if you limited Recital and limited some of the main deck cards, I think that would be the perfect balance where they could still do their stuff. You take a little hit on the consistency and a little hit on the power, but the deck still exists and it still does everything.
That's fair.
I think that would be really nice. Sword Soul, the only thing that's unfair about that is Protoss.
Agreed,
Protoss and Eschatos probably want to be banned. I play Eschatos.
So
it would be sick if they could just ban Protoss, but I don't think that's very fair. They're both silly cards. They should both probably go.
Even though like Eschatos isn't played, it's just a card waiting to be abused. So I agree with you on that. Like those cards just shouldn't really exist.
Yeah, completely agree. In our deck, Scythe shouldn't exist.
Agree, Size should 100% be banned. Yeah.
I've seen some people claiming that Dagda should be the card taking the hit, and now almost every single time that there's an extra deck monster that lets you look through your main deck, it's a problem and it shouldn't exist.
Yeah, yeah.
But because the pool of cards that you can access from Dagda is so small and it's not growing,
Yeah, yeah.
the artifacts have all been printed, so it's a set population.
Yeah.
I think just taking out the Scythe and allowing Dagda to exist, and you can still get Lanciers with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That's not unfair completely.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a bit oppressive, but it's not
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I think the
not Scythe level.
Scythe is the problem. That card just needs to get banned.
Yeah, yeah.
As for other cards in the format right now, I think Mystic Mine just should be banned. I think it's too good.
Agree.
I don't want it to be banned until the other problems get addressed first.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's a way of playing into some of those really ridiculous turn 1 boards.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you solve the turn 1 boards, you can get rid of mine at the same time. And then the only other one is Imperial Order.
100%. I'm so glad you mentioned it. I can't stand that card. I can't stand it.
So I used to hate Floodgates, and I think it's a really popular opinion amongst competitive players to think that Floodgates are bad. I've come to a point where I now see how they benefit the game, because a lot of less experienced players, newer players, or even just like with less time to read cards or less money to buy the best decks, they need a way of competing. They need an option that is, and like, I guess it's controversial to say, there should be a way of playing the game that's easy.
Yeah,
and Floodgates are an easy way of playing a game.
Yeah, yeah.
The problem comes when the Floodgates are so good that even the top players choose to use the Floodgates as well, because it's better. You have a better chance of winning, even as a good player, when you're playing the most broken Floodgates in the game. So it's a really delicate balance, and you need to find the point where the Floodgates are good enough to see play, but not good enough to exist in the very best decks.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with that. And I guess, what are like your hopes for things to come off the ban list? What would you like to come off?
I've always been like a big fan of Orcust, so I'd love to see Harp.
Let's go. Yeah, Harp can come back. Let's go.
I
I
don't even know like what it would be played in. I don't know if
everything. We're playing
but
everything.
Yeah, we would.
yeah.
But yeah, just one copy of Harp. I kind of wanted to see Colossus back to 1, but with Nemesis Corridor, I don't think it can ever exist. Yeah, I think Harp is the only card right now that I think I want to see coming back.
Cool, sweet. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. And any shouts you want to give, like your team KB, right?
Team Caribros.
Yeah.
They're all coming out of the woodwork now that the event's coming back online.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yugi Bros and to all the guys out here who've come down for the event. And if it's on, I'll see you in Utrecht.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, I'll make sure to link the Team Caribos channel in the description. And if you guys want to see more interviews like this with, top players like, Tom Rose, for example, subscribe, comment for more, and comment who you want to see next as well. So yeah, thanks for your time again, Tom.
Thanks for the interview, man.
Take care.